Your WordPress site just went down. Database error. Disk full. I know that sinking feeling. Your heart drops. Clients are calling. You're panicking. I've dealt with this exact error on my own VPS, running cvglobal.com, and here's how to fix it. This error means WordPress can't write to the database anymore because your server storage is completely full. We're covering 6 solutions today, from quick fixes for shared hosting to advanced VPS troubleshooting. By the end, you'll know exactly how to fix this and how to prevent it from happening again. Solution 1. Add more storage. This is the fastest fix when you've actually outgrown your hosting plan. But here's the thing. Don't just throw money at hosting upgrades without checking first. Log into your hosting control panel. Look for disk usage. For shared hosting users, upgrading is simple. Contact support or click Upgrade in your panel. For VPS users like me on Contabo, you can resize your droplet or add storage volumes. This usually requires a quick server shutdown, but you'll be back online in minutes. Solution 2. Clean your WordPress database. This is the most effective long-term fix because it addresses the root cause. Your database accumulates junk over time. Post revisions, expired transients, spam comments, orphan data from deleted plugins. I use WP Optimize for this. It's free and it works. Install it from the plugins directory. Go to the Database tab. You'll see options to clean different types of data. Here's what I focus on. Post revisions. This is usually the biggest space hog. WordPress saves your post every 60 seconds while you're editing. If you've been running your site for years, you might have thousands of these. Expired transients. These are temporary cache data that should auto-delete, but often don't. They just sit there, taking up space. Spam comments. If you get a lot of comments, spam and trashed ones pile up in the database. Auto drafts. Every time you start writing and don't publish, WordPress saves a draft. These accumulate fast. Check the boxes. Click Run Optimization. On cvglobal.com, I freed 1.2 gigabytes doing this. Your results will vary, but it's almost always significant. The plugin shows you exactly how much space you're reclaiming. It's satisfying to watch. For advanced users comfortable with command line, WP-CLI offers even more power. You can delete expired transients with WP transient delete -- expired, or remove all post revisions with WP post delete. Then, a command to list revision IDs with the force flag. One critical thing, always back up your database before doing any cleanup. Use a plugin like Updraft Plus or export through PHPMyAdmin. Solution 3. Delete unused plugins, themes, and media. Your WordPress installation is probably full of stuff you don't use anymore. That plugin you tested 2 years ago, still there. That theme you tried once, taking up space. Go to Plugins, then Installed Plugins, deactivate anything you're not using, then click Delete. Here's something important. Deactivating doesn't free space. You have to actually delete the plugin. Some plugins leave database tables behind even after deletion. Use a plugin like Advanced Database Cleaner to find and remove these orphaned tables. For themes, go to Appearance, then Themes. Delete all inactive themes, except maybe keep one default WordPress theme as backup. Each theme can be 5 to 15 megabytes depending on complexity. Now, media cleanup is trickier because deleting images removes them from your posts. Use a plugin like Media Cleaner to identify orphaned media. These are files not attached to any posts or pages. Before bulk deleting, double-check they're not used in widgets, custom code, or external links. Large video files are perfect candidates for removal. Consider hosting videos on YouTube or Vimeo instead. Solution 4. Remove log files and old backups. This is where VPS users often find massive space hogs that shared hosting users don't see. Error logs can grow to gigabytes if you have recurring issues or high traffic. Access your server via SSH. Run this command, du --sh /var/log/star. This shows you the size of each log file. WordPress debug logs are usually at /wp-content/debug.log. If wp_debug was left enabled, this file can be huge. For Coolify users managing WordPress through Docker, containers generate their own logs. Check Docker disk usage with Docker system df-v. To clean up Docker, run Docker system prune-a. This removes unused containers, images, and build caches. I've freed over 10 gigabytes doing this on my Contabo server. Backup files are another common culprit. They often hide in /wp-content/backups or your home directory. Find all backup archives with find/name *star.sql -o-name *star.zip. Here's the key. Don't store backups on the same server as your WordPress site. Move them to cloud storage, Amazon S3, Google Drive, Dropbox. Configure your backup plugin to automatically upload to cloud storage and delete local copies after upload. Solution 5. Limit post revisions and disable pingbacks. This is preventative. It won't fix your current crisis, but it stops future bloat. WordPress saves your post every 60 seconds while you're editing. That's a lot of revisions. Open your wp-config.php file through FTP or File Manager. Find the line that says, "That's all, stop editing, happy publishing." Right before that line, add this, define, open parenthesis, quote, wp_post_revisions, quote, comma, 3, close parenthesis, semicolon. The number 3 limits each post to 3 revisions. You can use any number you want. Save the file. Now, WordPress won't create unlimited revision copies. While you're in there, disable pingbacks and trackbacks. These are automatic notifications when other sites link to you. They accumulate in the wp_comments table. Go to Settings, then Discussion in your WordPress dashboard. Uncheck Allow link notifications from other blogs. For pingbacks and trackbacks. This only affects future posts. To delete existing pingbacks, go to Comments, filter by pings, select All, and move to Trash. Solution 6. Server-level diagnosis with SSH. This is advanced, but it's how you find the real problem on a VPS. If you have SSH access to your server, these commands are invaluable. First, run df-h. This shows file system disk space usage in human-readable format. You'll see which partition is full. Usually, it's the root partition or /var. To drill down into specific directories, use du-sh space /var/www/star. This shows sizes of all subdirectories, or sort by size with du-h/var/www/sort-rh head-20. This lists the 20 largest directories, sorted biggest first. For Coolify and Docker environments, check container disk usage with Docker system df-v. This shows detailed breakdown of images, containers, and volumes. To find large files across your entire system, run find/type f-size +100m. This lists all files over 100 megabytes. Database files are typically in /var/lib/mysql. Check their sizes with du-sh/var/lib/mysql/star. WordPress uploads are in /wp-content/uploads. Check that folder too. Let me show you my actual Contabo server as an example. When I ran d-f-h, I saw my root partition at 92%. That's the warning zone. Using du commands, I traced it to Docker container logs consuming 8 gigabytes. Running Docker system prune freed that space immediately. This kind of diagnosis is impossible without SSH access. Here's how to prevent this from happening again. Set up disk monitoring. Schedule weekly database cleanups with WP Optimize. Set it and forget it. Keep those revision limits in wp-config.php. Move all backups to cloud storage immediately after creation, and audit your plugins regularly. Delete what you're not using. These 5 habits will keep your disk space under control. Quick reminder on mistakes to avoid. Don't optimize your database without a backup first. I can't stress this enough. Don't just deactivate plugins. Delete them completely. Don't delete all transients, just expired ones. Active transients are needed. And don't upgrade hosting without fixing the underlying bloat. You'll just fill up the new space. So that's how you fix the WordPress database error disk full. 3 key takeaways. Diagnose first to know what's actually consuming space. Always back up before any database work. And set up prevention so this doesn't happen again. Try these solutions yourself and let me know how it goes in the comments. If you're stuck on any step, tell me your hosting type and the error you're seeing. I'll help you troubleshoot. Subscribe if this helped, and I'll see you in the next one.